My name is Rhapsody, and welcome back to Blueprints. Let me get my brass compass and sleeping mask here. Time to go get myself a bunch of steps so I can head to the Atelier with confidence and test some more solutions for trying to find a true path. We got to keep the ornate compass and coupon book from yesterday. I'll take a den for all the right directions. Ew. Look, observatory's very common. Despite the fact that I really want it, that doesn't mean I have to take it immediately when it turns up. Her Ladyship's spare room is the only one here that actually gets a new location for us. All of the other ones lead to locations that are already mappable from other areas. That's obviously not going to have the telescope in it, courtesy of the fact that I already have the telescope elsewhere. Give me study in the dead end, please. With a treasure map. And a gem. Oh, that's perfect room for observatory. Thank you kindly. I will wait until I'm getting below 40 though. Ooh, telescope. Do I take it this? Yep. Yeah, well. Have I already got, what, 2 dead ends? Retrieve the telescope. 1, 2, yeah, just 2 dead ends. Thank you, Den. Oh, another observatory. In a perfect corner? Absolutely. All of these block progress, so I'll take mailroom. I'll honestly, out of Her Ladyship's spare room, I should be able to draft a 4 space pretty easily with the amount of rerolls that I have access to. So I'm pretty likely to also draft a dead end through here if a good one is offered. Well, that didn't happen, so I'll take corridor instead. Dining room, thank you. I don't need to start enjoying a lunch. East Wing Hall, Pool Hall. I'll take Pool Hall. As much as I want to go along the wall, Pool Hall is... I often feel it when I don't take Pool Hall, specifically because I don't have key cards. Okay, so 6. Nothing happens. Plus 6, 12, minus 11, 1. A third of 1. Oh boy. A third of 1 times 20. So 20 over 3. Minus 20 over 3. So, what? Oh, no, there's a rounding step. Got it. Because these 2 final steps rule one another out. You're minusing a third of 20 and plussing a third of 20. So it's just rounding. A third... 20 thirds? So, what? Closest number is 7? 7. Alright. 1. 20 over 3 is 6.67 or 6.6 repeater, which rounds... Oh, sorry, it's rounding to the nearest 10. It's 10. Oh, that silver key is going to be really useful if Her Ladyship's spare room is locked from the north side. Not super likely to be so, to be fair. Oh, closed exhibit in a position where I'm very likely to be able to draft a solution for it. Yeah. Been a while since I've had one of these going. Electric Eel Aquarium, unfortunately... Oh, it was in the wrong direction. Now it's not, though. Hell yeah. Alright, let's do our setup and execution. Reveal the tripwire, lower the barrier, and then reset the alarm system. Go, 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 go! Crown gotten. Oh, boy. Oh, right, of course. I was about to say, both of these are security locked? What luck? That's actually what the room does. Speaking of what luck, I'd really like to go and pick up my additional luck as soon as possible. Ooh, courtyard in that direction? No. Let's go across. Yeah. I'm struggling getting to the wall otherwise. Sledgehammer, happy to see you. 4 rows up, so we're losing 12 from a... Oh. That's rough. I don't want to roll past commissary, but it's really hard to get to a wall going downwards on that side. It's not impossible. With the right amount of gems, anything's possible. Ooh, weight room. What am I saying? I need all this effort to get my steps down. Absolutely not. I'll just drop the weight room. Weight room's actually absolutely sick for me for that reason. Ooh, Florealis. You can no? Oh, you can no longer? Oh boy, that seems like it's setting up for a negative. Rather than what I was hoping for, which is the ability to do something you otherwise hadn't been able to do. Yeah, you can no longer, so it's taking an ability to do something away from us. I don't need the... Yeah, I don't need to get below 20. 20 doesn't actually help me that many times. Like, I can get below 20 once just to open all of the antechamber doors. It's pretty easy to do. As long as I can actually step across the threshold. There we go. You can no longer gain! No longer gain what? Oh boy. Oh, curse? Maybe it's still positive. You can no longer gain something bad. Oh! Also, your luck has been increased and you can no longer gain steps. Are you kidding me? Am I... What the... Well, this presents a problem. I was gonna go up through there to confirm it. I'm gonna have to draft the Atelier. And then I'm gonna have to just rest in it immediately. If I trust that I can no longer actually gain steps at all anymore, which realistically I probably should, then the correct play is go to the coat room right now. Oh. You can no longer gain steps. The annoying thing is I still need to progress that spiral of stars. Because... what if it's you can no longer gain steps and then the one directly after that is and roll credits, right? Like, how am I to know? Check the telescope with you. I have enough steps to test this. I'm gonna make absolutely certain that I actually can't gain any more steps by going... Oh, I mean, drafting a freezer is actually really appealing, but I don't want to do it just yet if it's not relevant. I'm gonna go to 5th rank, and if the enjoy a lunch doesn't trigger, well... Enjoy lunch did trigger. I did not get any additional steps. Okay, I'm going to draft out the adjacents of this room. I'm exclusively looking for tomorrow rooms. Commissary's not going to help me today. I mean, whatever room it was, it would have had the... oh, reason. Thank you. That'll be a passageway. I have Emerald Bracelet. I just can't re-roll. Got it. I'm just making certain I didn't brick my run there. Planetarium doesn't actually help me, but I'll draft it. Oh, I should have drafted Pantry on the other side. I forgot about it. This one for another Master Key. I'm not necessarily actually going to go into any of these rooms. Clock Tower. These are just rooms I'll draft on the way out of the building. Another passageway. Sadly, none of those did anything for us. Alright. Which now means I have enough steps to get out of the building. I mean, I'll start tomorrow with many more resources than I started today with. It's just... now I have to get a ridiculous amount of steps before I trigger the observatory because it no longer gives me back any steps. That sucks. I only have 14 steps left, so I'll be calling it a day right here and then just running over into the next day immediately. You can no longer gain steps. Insane. I'm glad I can get a ridiculous amount of steps before that. But unfortunately now I have to do it the honest way. I can't go and get all of the showroom items from the observatories because I'm lower than 40 steps. Because I will never gain any more steps after that. Amateur lockpick kit and 2 gems, as well as a ridiculous amount of gems, coins, keys. We're absolutely flush with the stuff. I'll take an early conference room. Give me lab. Ooh, rotate a pool to head north. Yes. Yes. And we did. Wow, we got to keep the sledgehammer from yesterday. Thank you, Moon Pendant. We get the garage keys, which... I mean, it's another rare item. Is in the garage as well, so it's still worth going to for at least that reason. Drawing room. If I can rotate you not to head to the wall, which I can, but still to accept the den, ideally. There we go. I can rotate the closed exhibit and put it in a position where now I'll be able to solve it as well. Great. No lockpick kit in there because I'm already holding it in my hand. My grubby little meat. Ooh. An observatory heading in the right direction, you say. Thank you, I say. 1, 2, 3. Those rooms are security locked. I've got my paper crown. It just doesn't come up because you're running around the map when you get it. So now it's just a simple game of get as many steps as I possibly can. Ooh. I'm gonna take the meta progressive conservatory as well as the ability to get along this wall. Treasure trove. I don't need the money the treasure trove offers us a lot. I'm gonna make you standard rather than common. Solarium unusual. If I really want your effects, I should be able to get you. And then Drafting Studio, you are so far past your usefulness. As far as I can possibly fathom, you are out of time to do anything for us. Let's redraw, because we didn't draw a red. Another observatory. I'll take West Wing Hall just to head north. I want to try and continue heading north on this line if possible. Red again for a reroll, and Dining Room will take us north. Thank you kindly. And now I do want to enjoy a lunch. I'm looking for... I mean, honestly, I would take... Ooh, garage. Yeah, I can go to the other side of the house and start drafting out there now. That's fine. Got a couple additional keys. And a treasure map, as well as a compass. First adventuring kit. So yeah, the classic plan here is get a showroom and get the silver spoon and then eat my meal for the day. I mean, I want the telescope, but the armory is in the right position. Gives me a new room. Blocking a red can be pretty important. Ooh, foyer. Hell yeah. Sure, thank you. That's what I was waiting for. Oh, we might actually be... There we go. Silver spoon as well. Emerald bracelet, master key, chronograph. You don't just ignore these. You take these. Oh, I thought that was a third observatory. Sadly, it's not. I still haven't gotten my... telescope. Which I can't take here, unfortunately. I'll take the electric eel aquarium. But I'll rotate it to point north. There we are. It's strange, because I want to... Ooh. Commissary, but it heads in the correct direction? Yeah, I'd like to close the loop on this map a little. Metal detector, sleeping mask, shovel, and soul shaker. It's strange. I want to trigger the Spiral of Stars as early as I possibly can. Because the earlier I trigger it, the more I get to benefit from the luck for the rest of the run, but also as late as I possibly can, so that I have enough steps to survive using it. Passageway, thank you for opening in all the directions I could have asked for. I'll take the sauna. Rumpus room heads in the direction I want. Although chronograph gave me the ability to unwind there, so maybe I should have re-rolled, just knowing that it was a free re-roll. Dark room with power, but dark room, the power flows through it rather than actually being used in the room. So it doesn't illuminate the room, as far as I'm aware, at least. Good opportunity for us to check in with our friends off-site. Staff services, staff announcements. Of course, they have nothing to say to me. Now I feel like I've offended them. I've given them... They're giving me the cold shoulder. and scapula and back and clavicle. They're giving me the cold everything. Experiment set up for... Gain a key for every 30 steps you have. I'd like something that gave me steps right now. A small chest, the entrance hall. Yeah. Gain a random item, then set your keys to 0. Because I have master keys, I don't need that literally at all. So every time I draft an upgraded floor plan, gain an item. I have the master keys, so I will just be bypassing all the doors anyway. Oh boy. Locker room spreads a bunch of keys throughout the house. Coat check. I mean, none of them are upgraded, unfortunately. I mean, coat check's in a really rough position for it, but if I ever want to have that telescope, I'm probably going to need it. Attic. Good lord. How many dead ends have I gotten? Garage, no, not conservatory, garage. Oh. Sauna, coat check, attic. 3, 4. Look, I'll take attic. I really want upgraded rooms, but I keep taking non-upgraded rooms because they're just on offer. I need to look past the good things that are being given to me and ask for more. This will be for, yeah, key in the corner. I mean, look, if I could take that walk-in closet without screwing myself, I might have done. Corridor trophy room and boudoir. I guess I'm going to take boudoir with the ability to give me additional rerolls. Oh, thank you for the silver key. Ooh, courtyard. Heads in all directions I could ask for. Thank you kindly. We gain a hall pass for it. Still haven't got study down? Yeah, so my rerolls are still really bad. Got the ability to dig. I've got a broken lever. I don't have a battery, but if I get a workshop, I'd probably get a battery in it. East Wing Hall, office, and music room. I can't help but notice none of you are upgraded. And also none of you lead directly downwards. Kennel. Whoop. Almost missed a padding there. I mean, as much as I do like veranda, it's got to be mailroom. It's upgraded, and also I really want to trigger the effect of mailroom every day. We got gear wrench. I'm farming out a decent amount of items like that. Whoa, were you not up? Who's up? Anyone want to get pats? Oh, there you are. Gone. That's rank 8, so dinner has been served. I have the silver spoon and dinner both available. I'm blocked on all directions except for north of the conference room and out the other side of the rumpus room at the moment. Ooh. Good thing I came here though, because these shoes will be handy. Ooh, great hall. Thank you. Yes, I need something open in all directions right here. Oh, I also have foyer, so all of these are completely open as well. Oh. One of you has more? Where are you hiding? Oh, it's just a single coin up near the door. Kitchen. I've been waiting for it as well, yeah. This one is a happily blocked area. I can draft anything here. Easy clock tower position. Still worth going up to have a look at the top of the clock tower because there can be items up there. I got really bamboozled one time because I was looking for a shovel the whole run, but there was a shovel already up here. I just hadn't come up and looked at it. So the game had generated a shovel and was like, I'm not going to generate you another shovel while you've got your first... You can't have second shovels while your first shovel is still uneaten. So I had to come up here and eat the shovel. Real nightmare. I got too much iron in my bloodstream now. Magneto's going to kill me. Let's cloister. Yeah, let's cloise. Look, I can cloise a little. I wish I was cloister. I could head north from Corridor. Gymnasium? I just like having it. Do I need it? Is it good here? The answer to both of those is no. Do I want it? Yeah, I do. I do really like the idea that the running shoes should stop you from wasting additional steps in there as well. That'd be nice. God, I will take walk-in closet here. If you terminate my path, so be it. That's on your own head, be it. I've got 3 rerolls. If you still manage to terminate my path. Oh. Well, it did. The last thing that I'm capable of doing in this house that's novel is heading... Where are we? I will go to the kitchen and eat. Chef salad, club sandwich, and a bunch of bananas. Okay, good. I've set up enough steps that I am getting very okay with the idea of not gaining any more for the rest of the run. Wait, hang on. Wait. I'll tell you what I just realized. If you'll give me a damn second. What I realized is that the spiral of stars, it sets my steps to 40, and it doesn't do that if my steps are just below 40. Or rather, it doesn't only do that if my steps are below 20? It does that regardless, so that makes me believe it's not a conditional, which means that if I do go in there and I'm like, oh, I've got all these steps, good that I have all these, it will take them all away. That's my guess. That's my unfortunate guess. Oh, study. That'd be really useful earlier. Not anymore, though. I mean, Chapel heads north. Pull hole for the possibility it gives me exactly a key card. Do we want to do that? Do we want to do... I mean, it's an upgraded room. Let's give it a go. I got a coin purse. Good lord, I have so many items. 4 squared is 16. 5 squared is 25. 16 plus 25 is 41. Minus 20 minus 1 is 20. Divided by 10 is 2. Meh. Oh no, it's after the step. 4 plus 9 is... 4 plus 5 is 9. 9 squared is 81. Minus 21 is 60. Divided by 10 is 6. Oh, you bastard. Alright. 4, 15, and 11. 15 and 15 is 30. Which we invert in order to 3, and then we square to get 9, and then in the next step we add 1, and then we invert to get 10, and then we invert that to get 1, and then we square that to get 1, and then in the next step we add 17, 18, 28, 30. We get up to 30, and then we invert that to get back to 3, which we square to get 9. And then we add 11, which we get to 20. We invert that to get 2, and then we square that to get 4. Whew. Well, that's not a key card. So now what does this mean? This means that now I have to go out to the Atelier with, well, I guess I can get just a couple more steps from the dining room. I have to go out to the Atelier. I have to solve it. That's no small feat. I'm taking that for granted. And then I need to come back into the house, and then I need to take another detour to both these observatories with the telescope, and then after both of them get to the coat check in order to check my telescope, and then I need to come back to the Atelier in order to end my day. A puzzle solver's job is never done. Does it never end? I say gleefully. So, as of last episode, we were working on the assumption that we are being given instructions as to what we need to do each time we encounter a light of a certain color. So far, we're interpreting it as start on blue to find our path. A hue of wisdom to turn us right is orange turns you right, because hue of wisdom is the color of Kororika, the academic of the nations. Then to turn us, a hue of wisdom to turn us right, so turn right on orange. A shade of rain to pass the light. A shade of rain referring to Araja, the rainiest of the continents, which then would be purple. To pass the light through lantern light and shadows past. We seek what's left of the lives we cast. So left on red. So here's our purple. Purple, blue. Here's our blue for the starter. You can progress from blue all the way up to either of these reds. And then taking a left on red would get us into library, which then gets you to... Okay, fine, let's try this. I'm pretty sure this is one of the paths that terminates. Left on red. Takes us through a building. You turn right there. Turn right. Turn right, dead end. Yeah, this is the notorious one. On my map, I don't yet, or at least on this map, this version of it, I don't have that wall marked. But I do on the version directly in front of me at the moment with blue additions to it. A couple of additional walls and just some scribbling. So why can't I do it if I follow Pantry? So there's also the problem that I kept talking about in the last episode of I don't know whether or not to take the instruction in anticipation of seeing a lantern or as a result of a lantern. And, like, for instance, if I head down here, do I head left because the red is coming up? Or do I head left when I strike that? Or do I turn left because this left gives me the ability to get to a red? right? Which of those interpretations? However, these lanterns are always positioned at the intersection between doors. So, like, you'd often get to an intersection where, for instance, if this was purple, it would say go forward. And if this was red, it would say go left. So I get to this intersection, I'm like, this goes go forward, this says goes left. What do I do? Right? And then as soon as I turn left on this, now I come down to here. Do I follow it again? No, absolutely not. You've taken one left direction from it. But now I'm walking past a red. That feels wrong. So it feels like it has to be you take the instruction when you get to the lantern. However, as just demonstrated, left, right, destroys us. That's if we take the default orientation as being we're heading north, which is what I've been treating it as so far, that we're trying to head all the way up the map. Normal true path. But if this is just the start, I mean, technically the direction could be down south, and that was a bunch of the solutions we tried earlier, where we start with blue and then go to orange. But we could also just start on pantry. I tried that a couple of times last episode, but I think it terminates. And start here. So this would go through pantry, then left. Right. 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 Yeah, we start heading backwards. Left. Left. I mean, this is going up, at least. Purple. Right on. This is actually progressing at quite a good rate. Purple again. This will be red. Yep, because we're out on the walls. Purple. Purple. I think I did something that was half this path, and then I joined one of my previous paths. So purple, and then I hit red, left. Right. That's annoying. This 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So it removes a wall. It removes something that literally would have blocked this. Room 46. Not at the antechamber's position. Doesn't have the secret in. This is 1, 2, 2 from the north? Blues inherit the central piece. Oranges inherit the most of their adjacencies. Pink, what do you, pinks rotate. I'm annoyed that the true path was one that I was pretty sure I'd already checked. And I'm pretty sure it was because if I look at my map, we have to walk through a wall to get to this position. Because this is the den. This is the den? Yeah. So I can move the oranges off kilter from one another. I can move you down into the corner even. Can I get you a majority adjacency? Not really? I guess I need to get a blue to the middle of the bottom. I can't lose any of the oranges. If I lose an orange, I fail. Throw an orange down in the bottom like that. Blue adopts blue, which would do nothing, I imagine. Can I get blue to adopt... No, none of those are majority. How do I get green out of the top three? Easy. I can send it out this way. How do I get it to the bottom middle? Is that at all possible? No, because it would previously have to occupy this position unless it was moved by something else, and this position can't currently be moved. Can I get a blue to the bottom? No. Oh, the most devious possible version of this, I think, would be if it wanted me to create one of the blues into another orange first. No, but then the oranges can't become blue ever again because there's no way to get a majority of blues adjacent to an orange. So I can get all the colors on the top side. Does that help me at all? Green is now inherited here, so I could flip you. And you? Okay, now I only need to sync it up so that, what is it? So that there's a blue, so that there's an orange in the space after blue. No, that's in the space before blue. That's one. And another. Now it's a simple matter of getting all of these in the right positions. How do I free another blue to the bottom line? Inherit blue. Sorry, inherit green and then send it. But these will all swap with themselves at the moment. So I'm going to have to inherit green in a different position. There we go. That'll do it. Blue. And if this room is replacing the den... directly next to... Oh, hang on. It's not replacing the den. How many lights up am I? 2 purples? Okay, yeah, so you definitely go through a wall. I even think I literally said this path last episode. It was like, no, you get to a purple and then you run into a wall. What do you do after that point? So if this is double purple below there, this room is truth. Right? So the word in this room is truth, which augments the poem. Blue? Through lantern light and sketches cast a tint of blue to find our path. A hue of wisdom to turn us right. Through lantern light and sketches cast a tint of blue to find our path. I'd already assumed true to mean blue. Oh, bust? Ah, there we are. The last will and testament of me, the Baroness Orave. I, Orave of Mount Holly, architect, mother, and reluctant Baroness, being weak of body but of perfect mind and memory, thanks be to Arinda, do make and ordain this document as my last will and testament. As I commit my final wishes to paper, may it be done so in the tapestry and color of my life's work. May it be written under the tree of creativity, and in the shade of truth that sheltered my loved ones from the villainy of country and countrymen. In the same spirit of defense, I hereby revoke all wills and codicils heretofore printed on common hueless parchment. Hueless? I, first, being somewhat religious, give my soul to Rinna, my ashes to Vea. Oh, we're being given an order of the angels. Arinda, Rinna, Vea? Arinda, Rinna... Hang on, that one's running out. Rinna, Vea? And my remainder to man, as will be detailed in the pages and clauses that follow this foolishly superstitious passage. In the second order, should my husband, Baron Thomas Sinclair, survive me, I grant to him the choice of sentimental keepsake he may wish to retain in remembrance of me. As our union was never founded on material dependency, I make no provision for his future, nor for my eldest son, Herbert S. Sinclair, as he will, in due course, inherit his father's titles, enterprises, and fortune. However, the estate of Mount Holly, its many floor plans and storied secrets, are mine and mine alone to grant, and I have neither pledged nor suggested it will be granted to either of my children. Further details concerning its disposition to follow. I do, in the third order, bestow my youngest son, Simon, my library, including its books, manuscripts, and musings. For I have long believed that Simon, much like myself, finds greater delight in the realm of imagination than in the mundane realities of everyday life. I hope he cherishes these books, for within their pages lie doorways to endless worlds of wonder and knowledge. Could be a reference to the books in the library specifically giving the ability to access this area, but this area is where this text is. So why would that be a hint towards the Atelier? Is it a hint to another door that can be opened through the books in the library? In the fourth order, one that I suspect will intrigue those I leave behind far more than the previous provisions, I hereby bequeath the entirety of the aforementioned estate, Mount Holly, to the individual that discovers the hidden room that contains the blue pages of this document, hence styled the Blue Testament of Orave. It is my firm belief that the challenge of uncovering this secret far outweighs any other measure of worthiness, and thus I entrust my beloved home to that deserving successor, without regard for the years that may pass or their familial connection to my descendants who have incidentally assumed possession of the estate in the interim. In the event that any of my relations or future kin are living on the estate when the worthy successor locates the Blue Testament, measures shall be taken to ensure their continued residence without fear of eviction or removal. The estate, being of generous size, is more than capable of accommodating multiple parties without inconvenience. It is with the understanding, however, that preparations for eventual relocation should be made, and such leniency should not be afforded to subsequent generations. I do hereby constitute and appoint my colleague and fellow practitioner of architecture, Porteress Alicia's Erin of Trinsdale. Interesting. The exclusive charge and office of executrix of this instrument. If ever the 46th room of my Mount Holly is discovered, and the Blue Testament of Orave be delivered unto her hands, or unto any of her descendants, Alicia's Erin of Trinsdale. I don't know anyone with the last name Erin of Trinsdale. We know from the Sightseer's Guide it's the Epsom Estate. I think they might refer to some folk in Trinsdale, or do they just refer to royals summer there? I do ordain that they shall bear sole dominion and discretion to override and render null and any and all prior arrangements heretofore made in my stead or by the name of my seed. I trust in her, and in the generations that follow her, to fulfill this role faithfully, in steadfast adherence to the wishes laid out in the foregoing pages of this document. Lastly, I leave a final message to my worthy successor. You, who have reached this final room. You, who unearthed these pages hidden amongst the blueprints, buried beneath cryptic words and prophecies of the past. You, who have spent countless days wandering the chambers and passages of your own curiosity, scouring for clues, hoping for answers, striving for that which you knew might forever elude you. To you, for whom satisfaction is a fleeting companion, to you, who stands now at the end of your journey, triumphant, exhausted, and justly proud, to you, I grant that which, in life, I have given to no other, my esteem. In witness whereof, I have hereunto set my hand on this 16th day of April 1952, Orave of Mount Holly. That seems pretty conclusatory. All of the other times that we've gotten to the end of a thing so far, it has given us a hint towards another, or a message that's like, are you ready to stop? There is more, but are you ready to stop? How does this relate? Oh. These dying plans, literally she's written the last will and testament here. These dying plans forge Baron Crest, so they create a new Baron among Hume Blessed. Among the Blessed Large Building. I suppose that's referring to this? The dying plans, these dying plans, forge Baron Crest among Hume Blessed. So these create a Baron out of the house, which is what these documents do. Is that it? Do you not refer to... Thanks be to Arinda. Renovea. Yeah, the natural order is Arinda, Lydia, Rinna, Joya, Daljavea, Mila, Draxus. It doesn't look like she references the names of any of the other ones. Do you reference their things? So Lydia is... No, I'm not going to see that. Ash is Vea. Royalty is Arinda. Gardening is Rinna. Joya is cooking. Do you refer to cooking at all in this? Or a word that could be related? My final wishes to paper may have done so. It's... To make an ordain may be written under the tree of creativity in the shade of truth that sheltered my loved ones from the villainy of country and countrymen. Also, it is nice that, like, the previous will was effectively to us, and this one's also to us. Our ownership of this house now supersedes our ownership of this house. So we're gonna have to hand this house over to us as soon as we can, and we're gonna have to get out of here, otherwise we're not gonna like our company. This doesn't seem to obviously contain any code. In the fourth order. Lastly, 1, 2, 3, 4. No, not even 8 different orders. In the third order, bestow upon my youngest son Simon my library, including its books, manuscripts, and musings. For I have long believed that Simon, much like myself, finds greater delight in the realm of imagination than in the mundane realities of everyday life. We're not gonna get the bust of Mary? I'm a little confused by how this... So this replaces the line of the poem with, through lantern light and sketches cast a tint of blue to find our path. A hue of wisdom to turn us right, a shade of rain to pass the light. But the thing is, we already assumed truth to be blue. Because it always has been. tint of blue to find our path. How would that change the interpretation at all? I mean, the books in the library are dyed with the still water, and they're dyed blue? Is it possible that this is suggesting that I need to bring the still water in here for the will? But it's already blue, and it's not a blank book. Striving for that which you knew might forever elude you, for you whom satisfaction is a fleeting companion, for you who stands now at the end of your journey. I suspect she's being serious that this is the end of the journey. If I had the ability to head to the antechamber as well today, I would. But unfortunately, I've already blocked my ability to even get a key card. And all of these are asking for a key card I don't have. I feel a lot better about this solution if it wasn't one that I'd literally traced out on the map last episode and said, nope, we'll run into a wall. Ugh, what could it be? It almost feels like I'm being pranked for actually trying to map out the area. I wasn't expecting you to have non-Euclidean geometry, friend. I was expecting you to have entirely Euclid-based geometry. Which, frankly, seems to be my mistake. Just thinking it through at the moment. There are still definitely hints that I don't understand. Like the additional anagrams for one. A couple. I guess not everything has to be completely relevant. The amount of information that we get about Thomas Sinclair's, Simon and Herbert's relationship for it to be completely irrelevant doesn't feel appropriate. Those are all older stuff. Looking through my notes. Grotto, Sightseer's Guide. Yeah, the additional anagrams of the books as well. The gallery in here with letters in it. I haven't completed even... Where would I even get enough Arajan words? Maybe exam hall on the 8th rank for blue tents in order to complete the passage that is left to us by Clara. My version of it still reads, toward mine. You me something day, you me something night, you me. I'm going to guess you are my day, you are my night, you are my whole world. You leld Mora. Ovu lel gift el you ovis, toward you I gift my house. my old house towards the south, right? The start of the day, Nerdau Ulder Riel. The start of the day, you will have a future without me. So by the start of the day, I'll be gone. Nerdau Eld Rey Lu. Start of the day, I won't be there. First, I bid you my word. You something. And then you aren't House Sinclair, you aren't House Epson. Forget your dreams to the north. Your name's Giari, your future is towards the south, away from Fen. I guess there's less dead ends than I thought. Denoted in verse. Red noted vine sis. I was trying to do another unwrap of that. I think I'm going to be leaving it here for the moment. I know there's curse mode and dare mode as well for additional trophies, but I'm mainly interested in puzzle solving. I was kind of expecting it to come to a cutscene to really feel final. But all of the threads that I would be continuing to pull from this point, like this was the most promising of them. And the terminus of it doesn't necessarily offer a new direction. There's 8 angels total, so if 3 of them are listed, it's what? It's the 5 factorial. So 120 different orders. So it can't just be asking us to trip the angels in that order in the tomb or something like that. Or if it is, we would need more information of more angels before we could do it. I think this is where the journey ends for the moment, folks. If I re-enter from this side, is it still... Yeah, no, it's still unblocked it on that side. Does it leave it unblocked now? There would have been... right there. Because... it would have been the room above the den. Yeah, I guess it is. I feel like there's more, like, the bust in the actual room 46, possible cutscenes. I feel like there has to be more. But I have no clue where to even start with it. I will say, it took a comment pointing out that I had the right solution and just needed to do it. And I'm also a little annoyed about that. Not about the hint, just about the fact that if I'd applied it through in the first episode, it would be less complicated than now being here and going, well, someone had to tell me I had the right answer and I had to do that. Alas. that seems where it's going to end for today, folks. I'm going to go get the additional spirals of stars, just in case the next 4 are, and trigger a cutscene. We can bring this series to a tentative standstill. You can no longer gain steps or keys or items. How punishing is it going to get? No longer gain steps or gems. Moon pendant as well for additional items on the morrow. No longer gain steps or gems, or also we can no longer gain any steps, so I'm pretty sure when I hit this next one it's just going to end the day as well. Kind of seems appropriate. You can no longer gain steps or gems or keys. Actually, it didn't end the day. Just in case, I will go check the telescope in case it should become relevant at any point in the future. I was really hoping that there'd be an item in the room in the Atelier, and that would come back into the mansion and that you would craft an item, and then you craft the item, and then something, take the item somewhere. It just feels like the more climactic ending was the ascension of the throne room. I feel like I'm putting a sour note on the finale here. I just wish I'd hit that path without having to be nudged. But I'd already discounted it as a solution, because I'd looked at my map and said that it can't go there. But only in the event of inheritance. We've triple inherited this building at this point, friend. I think we can safely be said to have inherited it. For the moment. My name has been Rhapsody. The name of the game has been Blueprints. Top left has been the series playlist for all of my content on this game, past and present. Down below is YouTube recommendation for what it thinks you should watch next. Streaming past the names of the people so generously supporting the Republic on patreon.com/RhapsityPlays. I hope to thank you. Special thanks to this episode to Tristan. Hopefully you'll have been enjoying yourselves, and hopefully we see you all next time.